Hello everyone, this is csdiveshgoyal, practicing company secretary from Delhi. In this video, we will practically see how to file the DPT-3 form because we have received this question from so many professionals throughout the country, some fresher professionals and the other person, that how to file DPT-3 form on the MCA V3 portal. So practically, I will just show you some glimpse of the DPT-3 form that how we can file it on the MCA V3 side. Practically, for filing of the form on the MCA V3 portal, first the person is required to have their registered ID on the MCA V3 portal. So you can file this from the ID of the company, or you can file this from the ID of the director, you can file this from the ID of the professional also. So if you are a practicing professional, you can file this form from your ID. So first you have to log in. I'm not going into the things how to create the login, how we can log in. Everyone know how to log in on the MCA website. I'm just taking step after login on the MCA website. After login on the MCA website, you have to go to the MCA services. Under MCA services, there is the option company e-filing. In company e-filing, there is the option deposit relating filing. Once in the deposit relating filing, you will see there is a form DPT-3, return of deposit. You have to click this form. Then this form will be open because V3 is having the web-based form. Now you are having two options, mention the same or mention the name of the company. So let me mention the name of any company. So I'm mentioning the name of the company so that their system will find out the company. So I have mentioned the name, other details has been picked up. Now the point, this is the most important part of the DPT-3 form. This is the first analysis whenever you will file the DPT-3 form. Purpose of the form. See, now the purpose of the form can be return of deposit, can be particular transaction by company not considered as deposit, or purpose can be return of deposit as the particular not considered as deposit. And fourth is a one-time. One-time return form was applicable on the companies when they have incorporated this form in 2019. Right now, for this year, this column is not at all required. So we will talk about only these three columns, three remote button. And this form will work according to the remote button. Whatever option you will select, accordingly the other information will appear. Like if I have selected the return of deposit, after 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all information are there and able to write here. Then particular not considered as deposit, then some option will be disabled. You can see these are the disable option. So this form will work according to the remote button. Now the question is that how to select the report button. See, first you have to understand the definition of deposit. In this video, I'm not going to discuss the definition of deposit. It's very big definition. I will have a webinar on the same in the next week and I will upload that on the YouTube. You can get the knowledge of the return of the deposit and not deposit from there. So first you have to analyze your transaction. First, you have to analyze which are the loans as in the books of the companies as on 31st March. Then in those loans, you have to divide into two categories. One is deposit, other is non-deposit. If all your loans and advances are the non-deposit category, then you have to select remote button number 2. Particular of the transaction by company not considered as deposit. Maximum in case of private company, this option gets selected. But in case when you bifurcate your data, you are having deposits. Only deposits, then you have to select report button number 1, that is return of deposit. But there may be situation you are having deposit as well as non-deposit, like you are having loan from shareholder as well as loan from director. Then you are having deposit and non-deposit both. In both situation, you have to select report button number 3, that is return of deposit and particular transaction by company not considered as deposit. Maximum in case of private companies, as private companies are not allowed to accept the deposit, accept loan from shareholder. So in maximum case of private company, you have to select point number 2. So I have select point number 2 and moving further, whether company is private company, whether company is a government company, no. Objects, mention the objects as per MOA. Right now I'm mentioning anything just to show the form. Whether deposit have been accepted by public, you are disabled because you have selected non-deposit option. Period for which return is filed, we are filing for the 31st March 2024. These are the disabled in remote button number 2. These columns are also disabled. Paid up capital free reserve. These are disabled in remote button number 2. These information required in case of deposit. Total number of deposit holder, 10 number option is also disabled. 11 is also disabled. 12 is also disabled. 13 is also disabled. So maximum option will be disabled in case of 2. Then you have to click on the save button and next. Now there are the information you have to mention. Now this is the list of particular note considered as deposit. So particular note considered deposit list is here. According now, you have to fill this list and you have to move forward for your transaction. Like I'm filling any amount received from the person who at the time of receipt was a director. क्या क्या information आपको डालना है? You have to mention detail of loan, opening balance of detail of loan. This opening balance should match from the last year closing balance of the DPT-3. Detail of loan, addition during the year if you have taken any loan, repaid during the year, any other adjustment like interest or any other thing, then closing balance will be automatically analyzed. Then aging, loan outstanding from 1 year, more than 1 year, or loan outstanding more than 1 year to 3 year, or less than 3 year. So accordingly, you have to mention the information in this column. And then loan outstanding more than 3 year. So all this column you have to fill. Then after filling of information according to your transaction, according to your book, you just have to mention everything. Just click on the save button and next button. Then you will be on the filing page, whether you have to mention the detail of the director and fixation of the DSC. So this is the particular way of filing of DPT-3. But again, I will say one last thing. One of the most important thing, you have to analyze your data. You have to analyze your data in two parts. One is deposit, other is non-deposit. Accordingly, you will select the remote button. And once you will select the remote button, the form will work according to that remote button. Hope I have cleared in this video how to file DPT-3. Still, anyone have any question, any doubt, please mention in the chat box, comment box. We will try our best to help you to resolve your errors. Thank you so much.